Hi everybody, this is KnifeFighter22 here. I hope you guys are all well. I'm sure that most of you saw my introduction about coming back to the chess channel. I'm so glad that I've been able to do this. I've had a lot of stress with computer problems and just trying to get things sorted. Also in the summer holidays, I was busy with a load of other things that I wanted to achieve. But now I've come back and thought I'm gonna carry on making chess videos for people. In terms of chess, I have been playing, but you can look at the introduction video if you want more of a story of what I've been up to in the last few months. Today, I thought I was going to do a 10-minute video to play against someone. I usually do 5-minute, but 10-minute just takes the pressure off a bit whilst I get back into the commentary. So playing white for our first game. What's that? That's not Hungary. I want to say it's Hungary, but it's not. Bulgaria, okay. I'm going to play e4, e4, e5 or c5 most likely, but you never know, you might get something out of the blue. Often I've noticed is as I get up to the sort of 1400, 1500 mark, players start to go for something different. As you see, I'm going for very standard chess here, knight to f3, knight to c6. I do still prefer playing knight c3 and f4, but today I'm going to go for something very standard. Lopez. I do like this opening. It's very dynamic. It's one that I don't know as much about as I think I should, given that I end up playing against it quite a lot. Knight e7. I haven't seen that move before, except I think there might be something called the elephant trap, where if I trade off the... What is it? If I trade off that knight, because you can just take back with a knight of that defense. The whole idea is that... I don't actually know what the idea behind knight e7 is. I'm going to go in castle. I would have preferred him... I would have preferred the move personally, knight to f6. I don't think he did very well. Now, this bishop idea, a lot of players you'll just see b5 right away. What Bobby Fischer used to do is he used to just have this bishop on b3 and just have it eye down on that f7 square the entire game. I'm going to go ahead and play the rook to e1. As I usually like the rook on the f file, let's drop that bishop back now. As I usually like that rook on the f file, but we've got the knight there at the moment, so... Okay, what's this? Well, I suppose now you see more of a point. I was going to say now you see more of a point of trading knight for bishop, but no, clearly not. Yeah, because if we play... That's a bit of a shame. Because even he's weakened a lot of his light diagonals. I quite like the idea of a4, but then if he trades the bishop... I suppose if he trades the bishop, we've got queen to... I suppose if he trades the bishop, we can get the queen onto c2, because I'll take the back like this. Yeah, those pawns aren't going to be very nice for the endgame, though, are they? No, we're going to have to play d4 and just try and get that triple pawns right here. He literally just fianchettoed that just so, just to, get this sort of the... If I take, he can't take back off of that. It'd be quite nice if he took. Would I even want to take back like that? I don't know if I would, actually. No, he's not going to take it anyway. Still, not all is lost. It's an interesting position to have. It's very much tension. I don't like the idea of him playing b4 with that pawn. I think eventually that knight's going to come back to e2. But what I want to do is to play d5 because obviously we have the knights, and we want to close down the position as much as possible. And with d5, that position is pretty closed. It's pretty closed. No pawns have been taken yet. Yeah, he's literally lined up that bishop, so takes. No, that's awful. I have to play d5 right now. Gosh, this is an interesting game. I haven't had many Lopez games like this at all. Bishop to g5 is an interesting idea. I mean, that bishop belongs on either g5 or e3. As you can see, again, he's now trying to open up the position. Let's have a look at what that gives us. I think what we do is we pin the knight. Yeah, but what if he plays f6? And then we can get the bishop trapped on h5 or g3. And then he takes. Pawn takes, knight takes, knight takes, pawn takes, bishop takes. Well, I suppose it's all defended. Again, getting that rook onto c1. That's another advantage of playing bishop to g5. I like this sky blue. I wasn't expecting him to do that. I like this sky blue board. I think that's very nice. There could be a possible queen trade going on here. I don't know if anyone sees that. Knight takes d5, bishop takes d5, queen takes d5, knight takes d5, bishop takes d8, king takes e8, and e takes d5, which is an equal position. The other opportunity is just to take back with the pawn, but then there's e4 with that knight. You know what? Let's take back with the pawn. If e4, we can always play that knight into d4, and then it's got a very nice spot on e6. Remember that knight is still pinned on e7. Also, that gives us a bit more leeway with the queen coming onto the queen side. So what he's basically done is he's unpinned that knight right away. It's a shame he's not played e4 now, because I was quite looking forward to having that. You can see why I went for the 10-minute, can't you? I like to take my time. There's a possible fork on f6. One of the issues now is if we move that queenside knight, that d5 pawn is hanging a little bit. But nonetheless, if he takes that now, no, I think what I just did was a mistake. Unless he castles, and I play knight takes. We really need a rook, don't we? Yeah, I thought it was going to happen. Also, he's got a nice bishop lined up with that. Yeah, it wasn't the best move at all. Still, not all is lost. I mean, if you look at our position, it's not bad. Not yet, anyway. I don't know what else to play apart from rook to c1. I can't quite think at the moment how to improve the position. I really want to get rid of that knight on d5 now. That knight is a monster, but I don't want to move it by moving the knight on e4 because that is also a monster. But yeah, if we get rid of that knight on d4, there's a threat on f6, you know, with either the fork or the bishop trade. There's a threat on d6, that pawn is very weak. Okay, now he's castled. The knight on f3 is not doing a lot. What about if we take here? I don't know what's that going to do, but it's a trade. Maybe if he takes back with the queen, makes a mistake, then we can go ahead and take d6. Oh no, he doesn't do that, does he? We're running out of time now. I think the best thing we can do is just put pressure. Oh no, because that's not going to work, is it? Because it's being taken by a bishop. Yeah. Could do knight takes d6, and then queen takes b5. That's actually not a bad plan. I mean, I know we're a pawn down, but that's 2 pawns for the piece. I know a knight on f3 is not the best. It was giving up a good knight. But can he even save both pieces? Yeah, he can play bishop to c6, but we can play rook takes c6 then, and the queen can't take because the queen's supporting it on b5. Interesting. It's definitely not my finest game of chess, but I like the dynamics of the position. You know, at least it's not a boring game. You guys might have to take me a while to just get back into this, you know. Oh. I reckon he's going to play. Oh, I didn't see that at all. We can take on d6. I don't want to take with the queen. Oh, the only problem is we take with the knight, then the queen's unsupported. The knight's technically pinned, unless we can take with the check, but we can't check. Why did he move that knight back? Because he wants to take on e4. How about we play rook to d1 then? There's some powerful rooks we got going on there. As long as we can get that knight and f3 into play, our pieces seem to be working quite well. He's really got to watch out about his d6 pawn now. And we're going to have to watch out about our time. Oh. What? Knight takes? Knight takes, queen takes, rook takes. That looks good for me. Yeah, we're going to have to make these moves fast. Queen takes d3, rook takes d3. I don't think we missed anything. Yeah, we did. We missed e4 with the pawn. No, hang on. No, yeah, we did. Anyone that's 1348 is going to see that. 1348 is Black Death. By the time you get to 1361, the Black Death is gone. Let's attack the bishop. That's annoying. Okay, let's attack the knight. Now, if he plays e4, we must be able to play something useful. We can definitely take the knight and the bishop. Really? Okay, but if I take this... that gets rid of the fork anyway. And now he can't play e4 because of a knight on d6. Material is equal again. We definitely haven't got a huge advantage in the endgame. If we can take on b5, which looks quite likely, he's got bishop to e2, which is probably what he's going to play next. Okay, let's play bishop g4, seriously? We can now take on here. Wait, what about rook? What about rook b8? No, rook b8, we've got... No, rook b8, we've got d6, but that looks pretty edgy. We can play here, you know, in the short term. I mean, I've really got to just focus on winning this game now because I think it's possible. I've got that B advantage. Okay, that was we're here for now. Yeah, I feel as though this is crumbling just a little bit. Especially rook to b8. And we've got to play c6. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Do we actually have to play that? That is awful. Look at that. They're like all trying to defend each other in one sort of happy family. Right, the next thing we've got to do is move that bloody knight out of the way. Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's just move that knight back to c3. No, because ever playing... No, okay, yeah, you can't play... yeah, let's move the knight back to c3. Can I move it into d6? There's going to be a fork on d7, c3. I can't really play it into d6, can I? It's not really going to be much use there. If I play it into d6, the problem is just going to escalate further. It's annoying now because we're up a pawn. I think I could have played that way better. I really could have played that position a lot better, and I think I could have won this quite easily. I think the time pressure just got to me. Okay, we don't have a light square bishop. He's going to double. Let's get the knight out of there because he's going to double. He's going to try and double there and just take that bishop outright. Which means if he does that, then I take the bishop and we also have a rook trade. No, we don't have a rook trade. I've just got to move the bishop out. I've just got to move the bishop out of the way. Yeah, we would have a rook trade. Our rooks are not working well together. And there's still, look at my king, it's still in that sort of back rank mate position. You know, if he gets a rook onto this rank, it's going to be mate, whatever. Have we been missing that the whole time? I'll have a look after that game, but surely there must have been a back rank mate at some point. It always depends if when these rooks go down, if they're supported or not. But I do have to be careful about that. What's he doing now? Okay, he's basically just... Fuck it. We need to hurry the fuck up. We need to really hurry up. Oh! Hang on. This knight. The knight saved us. Just move it to black square. Next thing I do is play h3 and attack the bishop. 100% sure. I'm 100% sure that's what I'm going to do. Okay, he's moving it out the possibility. I could play rook to c7 on the next move. Straight rooks. Let's go. Bishop and knight endgame. It's going to be bullet chess, guys. Atomic H is almost ahead on time. Night Fighter 22 is almost ahead on time. This has got to be a 20-minute video. That's funny. I haven't had many 20-minute videos on the site. Shit. Go! I don't know if that's a good idea, putting it in there. This is going to be awful because we're going to end up winning on time, aren't we? I can play these games fast. There's a fork there, but we've got to be careful. Ah, fuck, we missed it. Come on, go. Yes. There we go. Come on, mate. You can do this. You can do this. Hopefully my internet connection's fast. He's down to his last 20. Ooh. He's just going to get a surprise when that... Oh, shoot. That bishop's moves instantly. Okay, we've won this. Shit. Okay, everything's cool. Everything's cool. That was not a good move. It's fine, he's out of time. Well, we won on time. I don't think that was very justified. We would have won that, quite easily. You usually end up in this position trading a knight for 2 pawns, such as knight takes pawn and then pawn takes back and king takes. But let's just see. Ooh. No, I'm not going to analyze it now because that's going to affect the position of the game. But I hope you guys enjoyed the chess game there. It's nice to be back on chess.com. I wish you good luck with your chess, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.